Hi, this is Amir from Zach's Traders Cafe with a look at the major markets on Thursday, the 6th of October. Starting off with the FTSE 100, you can see that we've still got the progress above 7,000 and within this rising trend channel from the end of June. Support nominally coming in towards 69.50, which was resistance in September, 69.40.50. And really, while we're above that, looking for quite a big target here, perhaps as high as 7,400 now, which is the top of the channel, the June resistance line projection. Time frame on the move as soon as the end of next month, perhaps even sooner. On to the DAX, and here we see that not quite as strident as the FTSE 100, but still looking as though there's progress being made by the bulls. We've got support above, at and above the 50-day moving average at 10,513. Really, while we're above that on an end-of-day close basis, the view is here that this market can trade higher. Likely scenario would be for a move towards 11,000, which is the top of a rising trend channel from the middle of July timeframe, as soon as at the end of next month. RSI at 54, so just breaking above the neutral 50 level, giving us a leading indicator on the upside scenario. For the US markets, the Dow saved again from breaking down below 18,100. That's the main May uptrend line. So while we're above that, looking for a break to the upside and towards 19,000. If you're cautious, you wait for the 50-day moving average 18,381 to break before going long. RSI neutral, so not really helping us very much as far as working out which way this is going, but presumably one would have to give the benefit of the doubt to the trend, the ongoing trend, which is to the upside rather than to the downside, and be waiting on 81,100 as a warning for a breakdown. Next up is the S&P, and here you can see that we're just heading towards the 50-day moving average 2167, meet an end-of-day close back above that to give us the chance of a new break to higher ground. We've got this May trend channel here based towards 2140, top of the channel heading towards 2220, and end of day close above the 50-day moving average would be a decent trigger for a move to 2220 if we get it. Onto the Nasdaq, and here you can see that basically hardly really deviated from the bull argument over recent weeks and months. Rising trend channel here heading towards 5,000, perhaps even more than that over the next month to 2 months. And the target valid really while there's no break back below the floor of the channel at the 20-day moving average at 48.21. If you're cautious on this market, maybe wait for a clearance of 4,900 on an end-of-day close basis before going long. The RSI at 57 bounced above neutral, 4 times now already in the recent past, so looking very solid indeed. On to the currencies, and the cable in the news still as we remain at the lower levels. 127 seems to be initial support here, or just below that. But the problem is that really we're likely to be in a falling trend channel, which could head significantly lower towards 120 even. Obviously, we've got to see some interest coming in at these lower levels, but really the longer we stay below the former July 127.95 support area, the greater the chance of a further sharp break to the downside. On to the euro and euro dollar. Here you can see that we remain within recent ranges. 111.50 is the 200-day moving average area and notional support. And then we've got a resistance line at around the 112.50 level. So really we'll be waiting for a break outside that. Presumably that will occur after the latest non-farm payroll figures, although, as to be said, we've had not too much movement even with the August and September data. So this could be a market which is still very much in a sideways pattern. For dollar yen, still looking better for the bulls. Cleared the 50-day moving average at 101.65 relatively easily, 101.66 rather relatively easily at the beginning of the week, and heading towards that initial September resistance through 104.30. That's the initial target, but we really need to see a weekly close back above that to open up the big 107, 108 targets for the rest of October and going into November. on to gold as the last market here, and the expectation was that this market could and would head towards the 200-day moving average. That's at 12.57, so we're just a few dollars away. Well, we're actually up to 12.58 now, but it was 12.57 earlier in the week. The view at this stage is that the 200-day line is the minimum on the downside, and at that stage we would then work out and decide whether we thought there was going to be a positive reaction at that area or not. The other level to look at and keep a close eye on was 12.50, which was the old June support. So likely that both areas will come through in focus over the next few sessions. RSI at 24, so very oversold, but obviously we could take out even 12.50 before this market gives us a intermediate rally or recovery. That's it from me. More updates at the same time tomorrow.